We're nearing the peak of hurricane season, and thus far this season has been relatively quiet. Let's hope it continues that way. We're going to enjoy some quieter weather here locally in the days to come as well. Fog's starting to develop across the area. That'll be the case overnight, and I do think by the time we're waking up tomorrow morning, certainly northwest Arkansas a little bit more favored here to see some dense fog out there. This is 6 a.m. If you're going to be out and about early before sunrise, right, you might want to budget a couple of extra minutes to get where you're going just on account for that fog. It will burn off by 9-10 o'clock, and then we should see a mostly cloudy day. Those clouds are going to keep us a little bit on the cooler side tomorrow. We're expecting high temperatures largely in the upper 70s. We might break into the low 80s across parts of the river valley. Generally speaking, though, we're still well below normal, 10 to 15 degrees below average for this time of the year. Last year, high school football games were pushed back until after sunset, just on account of the heat. That's not going to be the case this year at all. Of course, the 5 News game of the week is north side versus south side. Temperature-wise, we're going to be kicking off in the upper 70s by the time the game's wrapping up under a partly cloudy sky, down into the low 70s. Pretty nice, pretty comfortable out there area-wide. Game day forecast for the Razorbacks kicking off Saturday at 3:15. Yeah, it'll be a little bit warmer. I'm going to have a little bit more sunshine out there. Low 80s, though, certainly not a bad day at all. Labor Day overall looks to be pretty pleasant. We're waking up in the 50s and 60s. That's pretty cool for this time of the year. Afternoon highs in northwest Arkansas going to be trending in the low 80s through at least Monday, Labor Day itself. Chances of rain about 20% both Saturday and Sunday. Not widespread, not a washout, not a cancel your plans type of chance of rain. Generally speaking, we're talking some of those pesky pop-ups, and that's really about it. In the River Valley, overnight cooling off into the mid 60s out there. Very refreshing starts to our day. And then we'll see those highs only warming up into the middle 80s. Sure beats the triple digits that many of us have felt in recent Labor Days. Afternoons ahead look like this. We'll continue warming up. Tomorrow's going to be the last cool day of the next several. Low 80s running through at least Wednesday of next week. But then look at this. We've got another one of those nice cold fronts tracking our directions. Highs about a week from now, northwest Arkansas dropping into the upper 70s. In the River Valley, we'll also see a nice little decline in those temps. We'll go from 86 Monday afternoon down into the low 80s for highs next Thursday. Those cool temperatures likely hanging around through at least the 11th of September. Now looking at some medium range guidance that suggests, yeah, we're probably going to continue to see well below average temperatures. Rain chances looking around average, equal odds, give or take. So it's all in all some pretty nice weather. The 10-day forecast looks like this. Not a big change over the next few days, rain chance-wise, mostly dry conditions. In fact, there's a good chance most folks won't see any rain at all between now and Labor Day, but there is going to be that opportunity for a few pesky pop-ups, and that's likely going to be about it. Tomorrow is going to be comfortable, not the prettiest of days. There's going to be a decent amount of cloud cover out there. At times, those clouds might break a little bit. We'll have more sunshine this weekend. That sunshine carries over into next week as well. One thing to watch with next week's additional cold front, yeah, it's going to drop those temperatures, reinforce some of these below-average temps. It could bring a little bit of rain as well. We'll watch that. Right now, chances are somewhat low, but of course, as we get closer, that could be revised just a bit. I got to tell you, I said it last night. I'm going to sound like a broken record. I'm going to say it again. I have been hesitant to say summer's over with. It never goes down without a fight, right?
Yeah. Could be.
It's struggling to make a comeback.
I can remember some Septembers when it's 98 degrees.
Oh, for sure.
That doesn't look like that's
yeah, Razorback opening game day, kicking off high school football games. Rarely do you have those where you're not just sweating bullets.
That's right.
Not the case this year.
Yeah.